Good morning. I'm sure we have some people making their way over from the last agent session panel. And we are very excited for our next speaker. I know I'm very excited for our next speaker. It's my pleasure to introduce Marky Lemons-Real. She is a realtor and international best-selling author of The Modern Real Estate Professional's Guide to Success. In 2019, Marky was nominated as Riz Media's Real Estate Newsmaker and inducted into the Reback Hall of Fame. Today, Marky is sharing great ideas for everyone to instantly increase your sales with Instagram. So Marky, welcome to HAR's Virtual Engage Conference.
Good morning, Houston Association of Realtors. I'm your girl, Marky Lemons-Real, real estate keynote speaker, four-time international best-selling author, and glad to come to you today from the south side of the city of Chicago to talk about nothing but the gram being the Instagram. I teach class from the concept of seek first to understand. I do not believe there are any dumb questions, and I want you to come over to that chat right now, and I want you to drop down an intention for our session today. Just one word. What do you plan to get from today's session? Because I want to make sure that you know how to communicate with me so that I can answer your questions. I don't teach theory. I actively engage with social media and technology every single day because it changed my business. I operated my business last year at a 65.9% profitability with my cost of goods being at 3%. So I'm monitoring the money, but there is nothing more cost effective than social media and technology for marketing your business. And I love to be able to bring my money home. So when we start thinking about Instagram, I want you to know that Instagram is owned by Facebook. And yes, last week we did have an outage, but Facebook is still number one. Facebook, Instagram, Messenger, WhatsApp are all owned by Facebook. And let me tell you, last week when there was an outage, people were having problems. They didn't even know how to communicate effectively. I'm going to show you some tips and things that you should implement so that if there's ever an outage again, you can still communicate with your customers. You can still communicate with your customers. I use social media and technology every single day. Well, let me say this, every day since 2006. When I read the 2006 profile of buyers and sellers from the National Association of Realtors, it told me that in 1995, only 2% of consumers were utilizing the internet as an information source. But when I read that report, that number was 80%. That was a 78% increase. So I decided to Google my name, and my name came up less than 10 times. And I realized I was not hanging out online where the buyers and the sellers were hanging out. A good friend of mine, Freddie Taylor, he made me go get a Facebook account, and it was the best advice that not anyone, it was one of the top 10 pieces of advice that anyone has ever given me. I leverage social media and technology, one, in order to sell more real estate. Two, to do referral transactions. Three, to raise money for the Chicago Association of Realtors, the Diversity and Equity Inclusion Committee. Also for my own scholarship housed at the Chicago Association of Realtors Education Foundation. Social media definitely has its pros and its cons, but we're going to focus on all of the pros today and why you should leverage it for lead generation in your business. I would assume the goal is that everybody here wants to earn six figures or want to increase their income by six figures. Every single day on my calendar, I invest a minimum of 60 minutes with social media and technology because it is my lead gen tool. So for every $100,000 you want to earn, if your average price point is $250,000, you need to add 2,880 contacts to your customer relationship management system. I will tell you, I earn substantially more than $100,000 a year, and it is based on the amount of contacts that I'm adding to my customer relationship management system. Even though I have tens of thousands of people already in my customer relationship management system, I am still going to average about 5,000 contacts per year. So I'm doing two different things. I'm loving on those people who are already in my customer relationship management system. And because I still have not earned the amount of money I want to earn, which on my board is $1 million per calendar year, I am still adding customers to the customer relationship management system. I've always had a customer relationship management system if it was nothing but an Excel spreadsheet ever since I came into real estate back in 1999. So let's assume that we have some new people here today. We also have people who have not kept up with their customers, okay? And I understand that. But what are we going to do moving forward? Now is that time of year that we start planning for a successful 2022. I'm going to show you how with one platform, being that of Instagram, that you can start to add 2,880 contacts to your customer relationship management system so you can earn $100,000 from that one platform. But you're going to have to commit to one thing: consistency. Consistency is key. And yes, you do need to post something every single day, at least once per day. When I look at those 2,880 contacts, the way that this breaks down is that it will only net me 20 transactions at $5,000. So for every 2,880 contacts I'm adding, people who I don't know, I've not built a relationship with yet, I'm only going to net 20 transactions. This is the math that I live by. This is the math that my agents live by. And what I will tell you is every single year, I am taking one new agent and I am getting them to 6 figures in a calendar year. But it takes a lot of commitment to get them there with social media and technology. The joy, though, is that when you leverage these platforms, the content is there. And I have a backup to the backup. So not only is my content on Instagram, it's also in Dropbox, it's also in Google Drive. I've had the opportunity for a computer to burn up. When your computer burns up, your heart sinks, right? So I have a backup to the backup. But with Instagram, we're going to make some tweaks to our profile so that we can turn it into a lead generating machine. If you've not had the opportunity, I want you to go over to the Apple Store or Google Play, and I want you to download Instagram as an app. On my mobile device, I only use one screen. So I'm not the person who's swiping screen to screen. I have exactly one screen on my phone that I utilize because I utilize folders. And I have a photo folder. In that photo folder, I have Instagram, I have PixArt, I love InShot. It is a go-to tool for video editing while on the go. I like Regram. So when someone posts something about me, I reshare it without having to take a screenshot and then cropping the picture. I have my photo app, which is Google. I have Canva. I highly recommend that every agent has a Canva account. And yes, you can start with the free version. I used to use Repost, don't use it anymore since I started using Regram. I love WordSwag. I love Photofee, right? That the National Association of Realtors has as a member benefit. Even your association might have it. I have Bitmoji, I have Giphy, and I have the Google Lens. The Google Lens is what I use to cheat. Yes, I said cheat. On grammar school and high school assignments, especially the LEAF assignment, where I can identify any object, scan it, and Google will do photo lookup. Okay, so I will tell you it is a valuable tool. But we're going to focus on Instagram. When we start thinking about Instagram, I would like for you to come and follow me. I am Marky Lemons, MarkiLemons. I am Marky Lemons on every platform. If you spell my name correctly, you will find me all over the internet because I am the only Marky Lemons in the world, which is why I use my government name. You will see that I have a pretty built out Instagram account. You need to have a headshot. You need to have a bio. I have highlights. I use all of the features. One is getting ready to go away, so IGTV is going away, but I use the Instagram feed. I am creating Instagram Reels. I did create IGTV. I have Instagram guides. I create Instagram stories, and I also do Instagram Live. So it's a lot of things that are going on inside of Instagram, but I'm going to show you the things that will change your visibility and allow you to be found. You can follow me once again at MARKILEMONS. Question: did you know that the name field in your Instagram bio is searchable? If you did know that, drop down the word yes in the chat. Did you know that? And the reason I'm pointing this out, Instagram is the only platform that your name should be what it is that you do. So if I was to come back for a second, you will see that my username is Marky Lemons because my username is Marky Lemons on every platform. But when you come down and you look right under my avatar photo, and guess what? I will be changing that photo because we cut the white blonde out and now we're back to short and black. Right up under that picture, you see it says real estate keynote speaker. I changed my name to what it is that I do so that when people are searching on Instagram for what it is that they want, my profile will come up. So if they search for real estate keynote or speaker, my profile can now come up for that search. But I'm going to show you why that is valuable. What I want you to do right now is pull out your mobile device and we're going to go over to the Instagram app. Okay. We're going to go over to the Instagram app. When we go over to the Instagram app, the way to search on Instagram is at the bottom of the screen. So we're going to go to the bottom of the screen and tap on the magnifying glass. You can search inside of Instagram based on account, which is why we want to change our account name. They added audio for the music, and I'm going to show you how to get all the music, tags, hashtags, and then places. So now, once you hit on that magnifying glass, I want you to go to the very top where it says search. And I want you to type in Houston real estate. And I'm going to do this with you. One, so I can time how long it'll take you to do it. But I wanted you to type in the word Houston real estate. And instantly I get a few profiles that come up. And the reason these profiles come up is because their username, their name has the word Houston and real estate in it. So the first person I get is Houston _ real estate _ Houston real estate pro. I get the realtor, Kelly J. What's going on, Kelly? That's my girl. I get Maribel, and I get Houston _ homes, Brittany Rogers. Well, it then says I can see all results, okay? Now, when we look up at the very top left-hand corner, generally for tops is going to be a Reels, but you want to put yourself in the position to come up in this feed for the accounts. When I typed in the word real estate on the screen, these accounts came up because not of what's in the black bold letters, but what is in the gray scale letters. 67% of real estate related searches start with location. So what will end up happening is people will say, well, it's going to be a lot of people who are going to have Houston real estate. Let me tell you this, the people here are going to have Houston real estate. Think about all of the other tens of thousands of members you have who aren't here, right? So it's okay to be in the company of those who spent time to take training and implement the training versus everyone else. My son just changed his name to Chicago Realtor. That means if somebody searches Chicago and or Realtor, he will come up, okay? But you got to make sure you also put a little comma right there, okay? Because you want to adhere to the trademark rules and regulations of the National Association of Realtors. So do I think that you should include your location name? Yes, you should, because 67% of real estate searches start with location. The next thing we want to think about, besides what our new name is going to be, is hashtags. Only on Instagram Is it socially acceptable to use 30 hashtags? Now, I will tell you in the past 30 days, there's been some talk about the fact that Instagram does not want to index as many hashtags, but only on Instagram right now is it socially acceptable to use 30 hashtags on a post. When you are making a post, you should include some hashtags. You want to include popular and not so popular hashtags. The reason you want to include some not so popular hashtags is because the more popular the hashtag, the quicker that hashtag will become suppressed in the feed. So that content is pushed down faster, okay? When we take a look at this screenshot, when we did a search for tags under the term real estate, you see real estate comes up, real estate tips, real estate agent, real estate investing, real estate investor, real estate agents with an S, so singular and plural, real estate marketing, real estate advice, real estate photography, real estate life. Do I use post where I'll put the real estate life hashtag? Yes, but I would not recommend you use that hashtag unless you want other agents to find you, because consumers are not searching for real estate life. They're not searching for realtor life. That is a vanity hashtag, not a hashtag that consumers are searching for. So when we start thinking about our profiles, we always want to put ourselves in the position to be able to be found by others. That means that when we are posting, we want to make sure that we are using hashtags that consumers would search for. So we're going to think about changing our name to what we do and where we do it, and coming up with hashtags. For my hashtags, I do the same research form. I copy and paste them into a Google Drive document. And then when I go to make a post, I copy those hashtags and post them. So I have a set of gold hashtags, real estate hashtags, Chicago hashtag, realtor hashtags, entrepreneur hashtags, goal setting hashtags, and they're all different documents. I copy and I paste them so that my content can be found. So I want you to start thinking about how many different categories of hashtags you can have. You want to think of industry hashtags. Do you have a niche? Are you doing just luxury real estate? What are those hashtags around that? And then do you have branded hashtags? My company name is Remarkable LLC. The marquee is my name. I use the Remarkable hashtag on some of the posts, but it is a branded hashtag that I use. So you want to sit down, take some time, do some research to come up with your hashtags, create different hashtag documents. I love to use the Google Drive, but you can also use the note-taking app on your phone so that I have this ready to go. The third thing is location check-in. So you can do a search for your local association and you can see all of the different posts that come up for that location. So when I'm out, not only am I going to use the hashtag, I'm going to tag the location. I am a CRS certified instructor. I spend a lot of time at the Realtor building because my local association is housed at the Realtor building. I did a search for real estate. What came up was the Residential Real Estate Council. When I looked at their top post on the right-hand side, you will see that my post comes up 6 times. Let me tell you what these posts are. The second post is a video post with me and Tim Herr, the incoming president of ARIA, and we were in Lake Tahoe at Celebration. Celebration is a residential real estate council event. The second video was at Celebration 2020 in Orlando, Florida. Yet again, I don't want to be found for Orlando where the event was held. I want to be found when realtors are coming to the realtor building looking up the Residential Real Estate Council. And because it was a Residential Real Estate Council event, I tagged that location. And then if you keep going, the next 4 posts are also my post. So not only do I come up for the Residential Real Estate Council, my content comes up for the National Association of Realtors. My content comes up for the Chicago Association of Realtors. So when I am out and about, I am going to make sure that I'm tagging the appropriate location for the content, because there are people who just search by location. When I go to a restaurant, I've not had a bad dining experience in at least 5 years. First, I'm going to go look at Yelp, and then I'm going to come over to Instagram, and I'm going to look at that location because I want to source consumer posts. And there's a lot of them out there for these different locations, but I want to see what's the new menu item or the item that they might not describe, and I can ask for it. You want to make sure that in your zip code, in the area that you want to dominate, if you go and have a smoothie, it's not just a smoothie, okay? I want to drink a smoothie on National Smoothie Day, where I'm going to use the appropriate hashtags, but I'm going to tag that #1 smoothie location in my community, because when people start searching for those smoothies, my post comes up and people have the opportunity to get to know me, and it costs me absolutely no money. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to change our name, okay? Because I said the name is the #1 thing, and we're just dealing with how people find content. When I'm sitting at home, how I'm searching for content. So when I come back and I'm going to look up Houston realtors, we're going to see who is going to come up for that location. Some of you have probably already pulled out your phone and start tagging that location. So I'm looking up Houston realtors, and I'm seeing Houston Association of Realtors. It's saying it's at Spring, Texas. So let's hope that that's it. Oh, I'm coming up #1. Why? Because I tagged the location with the post for this event. Who else is coming up? You all have a talk show coming up, but let me go and look at this from the most recent post. I'm seeing that, oh, we do have a talk show that came up. Surround yourself with those on the same mission as you. We have Nick Cannon down there. I have Miss Sheenhag in here. Someone is coming up for hair. A lot of posts are coming up for hair. I would want to know, why is that coming up? I am seeing that Pauline _D.R. Horton Homes is coming up. She has a listing for $252,000. We have Jaleesa the Realtor coming up. So these are your fellow realtors who, when they look for the Houston Association of Realtors, and you know you what a great association to be affiliated with, you want to start tagging that location if you are on the premises. If you are taking a class virtually, you want your content to come up. So how do I change my name? When you are using the mobile app, you're going to go down to the bottom right-hand side. It should be your avatar photo. You're going to tap on that. That is going to bring you to your screen. Hit the edit profile button, and where it says name, you see I have real estate keynote speaker. Your name, you can have spaces. Your username, you cannot. That means that when you do your username, you would have to put a period or an underscore, because you cannot have spaces in your username. One thing that I did do recently are pronouns, because a lot of people, they have the ability to do it. So I adapted the pronouns. I have exactly 1 link that you can link to from your bio, and I use Linktree that we're going to get into a little later. And then I have my bio. Now, let me say this. I recently switched to an Instagram creator account. The reason I switched to an Instagram creator account is because I want access to the entire music library. Secret agents do not get found. Unless you are making all the money your heart desires, there is no room in your life for a private account. I get that we want to share our kids and our family, but if you're not making as much money as you desire to make, you don't need a private account, because a private account is not helping you to grow your business. You want to have a public account and you want that public account to be a business or a creator account. And if you like to dance and you want to use music, you should change that account to a creator account to have full access to the entire music library that Instagram has. So we go to edit profile, we change our name. Now, for some of you who your username might not be your name, so my name is Marky Lemons, in your bio, put the name that you practice real estate under. That means that you want to make sure that you're in compliance with not only licensed law, but also the Realtor Code of Ethics. So inside of your bio, you can put that name if your username is not your name. But I want the name to be what it is that you do and where you do it, because it's going to put you in the position to be found by people who are looking for what it is that you have to offer. From Chelsea, do you feel the same as out other speakers in utilizing one page as opposed to personal versus business? I think I need some clarification on the question, because what I'm reading is, do you feel the same as out other speakers in utilizing one page as opposed to personal versus business? So the reason that I am using, well, one, I don't believe you should have a private account, period. I am anti-private accounts because it does not help you grow your business. The reason that I am using a creator account was because I realized I did not have access to all of the music, and I wanted some 50 in my life and could not find his music. So I switched to the creator account. But I want to know what my numbers are. I want to know who's engaging with me, and I am going to show you who's engaging with me, because the content that I create is not based on me. The content that I create is based on consumers. So I understand who my audience is, and I communicate with them the way that they desire to be communicated with. Should we use the name Houston Real Estate Agent or Houston Realtor? I'm inclined to believe that Houston Real Estate Agent might actually be too many characters. So I want you to kind of play with that and do Houston Real Estate, Houston RE, because people do search for RE. Are there other cities that you want to dominate that are in close proximity? You might not use Houston at all. It might be the next town over from Houston, because people are just searching for that location. So you want it to be as specific to location as possible. I'm on the south side of the city of Chicago. I always talk about Bronzeville, Hyde Park, and Woodlawn, because that is how, oh, wait, let me say this. Bronzeville, Hyde Park, Woodlawn, and South Shore. And right now, Hyde Park, South Shore, and Woodlawn are very popular because of the President Obama Library. So you want to stay in tune to what's going on and what people are searching for, so that you come up with that search and you can come back and you can change it. Okay. How to change the creator account. I'm going to show you how to do that. It's going to be in the next set of slides once we get through the post in here. Our Instagram is our company name. So what do you suggest? It is, your Instagram is your company name. You can either, what's your username? That would be my question. And then you can always put your company name in your bio. So a couple of workaround recommendations, and some things I am going to show you already built into the slides. Okay. If not, I'll come back and answer the question if I don't get to it. Now, when we are posting, I have what I call my Pentagon post. I am the queen of repurposing content. Why do I repurpose my content? When we look at recent studies, it shows that only 5% of your organic audience will see any one post. If you're posting something of value, I want you to start thinking of, don't create new content, repurpose the content I already have. So if I have something that is valuable, I want to repurpose that content at least 20 different ways. Why 20? 5% times 20 is 100. 5% is failure to me. Therefore, I am going to take every bit of my content and attempt to repost it, repurpose it at least 20 different ways. Well, I start with live video. Why do I start with live video? Video content is the only form of content that you can repurpose without recreating, okay? People do not care about how you look. People want you to solve their buying and selling problems. And I know Christina thinks she's going crazy because guess what? On Monday, she saw me. I had blonde hair. Today, I cut all the blonde hair out and I'm back to being short and black hair. Okay. So I change my look up all the time because I know that people do not care about how I look. They want me to solve their problems. But the reason I'm pulling up my device now is that I saved a quote from Mel Robbins the other day. And this quote really resonated with me. And I think that this quote will also resonate with you as well. And what Mel posted, and let me do this for you, high five. Every day you should do high five to people because guess what? It makes them feel better. So high five to you. But Mel Robbins says, the least interesting thing about you is what you look like. The least interesting thing about you. We want them to know about this. We want them to know about this brain. So I am creating my content live, and you can take a screenshot or pull out your camera right now. When I'm coming over to Instagram, I like to start with live content. Now, until this week, because I got to see what these new changes are looking like, I would save my live video as an IGTV because the live video would disappear from the public eye after 24 hours. Once I post it to IGTV, I'm then going to post it to the feed. And what I like now inside of Instagram is that when you're posting to the feed, you get to resize that video so that it can capture that perfect square for you for your thumbnail. Once it is in the feed, I am going to share it to stories. After it is a story, I am going to save it as a highlight. Now, I know I've thoroughly confused you, so I've taken some screenshots to show you. We're going to start as a live, save it as an IGTV, share it to the feed, share it to stories, save it as a highlight, okay? But what does that mean? That means that I am going to start off with an Instagram live. So on the left-hand side, you can see at the very bottom, I am going to do an Instagram live. I am going to add the title. The title for this post was the Instagram Pentagon post. How can I post to multiple places at one time? Because you do have Instagram users who hang out in different locations on Instagram. Some hang out looking at live, some like IGTV, some are only looking in the feed, some are only looking at stories, some come over to your page and they look at highlights. So I call this the Instagram Pentagon post, and I wanted to add a title. Once I've done the video, I have the right to share it to IGTV. I'm letting you know right now, there are going to be changes to that, okay? I can download the video to my mobile device and I can share it to other locations, or I can discard the media. I don't ever just discard the media because I might have one little piece or a nugget that I can pull from that video. When I decide that I want to share it over to IGTV, I'm able to pull a thumbnail out of all of the video content, or if you use Canva, you can create a thumbnail already before you do your live and have it stored on your mobile device. I love the fact that I was showing them that screen, live to IGTV, IGTV to the feed. So we are taking it from a live video and we're going to share it as an IGTV. When I go to share it as an IGTV, I have some additional options. I can add it to a series. So that was a series of IGTVs. And I can post a preview to the feed. You will see when I decided to make the post, I said Instagram Prism post 5 boo, post to 5 places with one post in Instagram. And yes, I did use some hashtags. And yes, I am going to post it to the feed, which would be the next step. Once it is posted to the feed, right up under on the left-hand side where it says view your highlights or insights, you see what looks like a little paper airplane. When you hit that paper airplane, you're able to share anything from your feed and anything from another user's public feed. If their account is private, you cannot share to the public on their behalf. So if it's any public accounts, you can go to their account, you can hit that little paper airplane and you can share it. So now I'm going to take it from the feed and share it to stories. So we've done live, IGTV, feed, and now we're sharing it to stories. It's the same one video. Once I'm sharing it into stories, I get to tag the location, like the Houston Association of Realtors. I get to mention the Houston Association of Realtors Instagram profile. I get to add additional hashtags. I can do a poll, add the time. There are a lot of things that you can do. If you click on what looks like that little folded note, which is third from the top right, you'll get this screen on the left-hand side. So I get to decorate my story. Your story will disappear from public eye in 24 hours. That now means that I want to make it a highlight. So on the bottom right-hand side of any story, you get the ability to add it to a highlight. That means that when people come to your profile, they can go back. I think I have some that are 4 or 5 years old, and they can see those highlights. But I want you to think when you post to Instagram, start as a live and you can interview someone, store it and save it as an IGTV. We'll see a new option come up this week. Save that to the feed, stories, and then highlight. So now that one post is in 5 different places on Instagram. I want to know, what questions do we have about the Prism post? Any questions on the Prism post? And if not, we'll keep it moving because I definitely have some questions I need to answer. So when I'm looking at my content, I want to know who is my audience. I've made a lot of changes to my business in the past 12 months because I'm understanding who my audience is more. I know that on Instagram, my audience is about 73% female. That number one, the age category actually shifted just a little bit. I am very heavy though with that 45 to 54-year-old age range. On Facebook, these numbers are 78% female. So I keep the fact that my audience are women my age, right? So I'm going to come up with content that resonates with them. I can go and I can see which post performed the best. So I went to Target. I tried on a yellow hat, 3,324. I actually made sure I took that video and went back and bought the hat based on the fact that people engaged with that post. So I'm seeing how people engage with the post. I'm seeing how people engage with stories. And you'll see that at the top, that second post on September the 9th, September the 8th, and come down to September the 7th, they're in 2 different locations, but the content is almost the same because it is for one thing, an episode of my podcast. We'll see that one post got 2,255 views, another one 983, another one 369. Okay, so this is the value of resharing that content and resharing it in different locations because consumers are hanging out where they desire to hang out. You are not going to force them to hang out in a specific location. What changes do you think are coming? Oh, so it's not a change that I think is coming. It's a change that is coming. They're changing or doing away with IGTV as a feature. IGTV has never gained the success and traction that Instagram wanted. I'm going to show you what I think you should focus on before the end. So just let me get through, y'all. You're a little bit ahead, but I'm going to take care of it for you. I'm going to tell you what I believe is next, but I'm going to show you why it is next, okay? But let's get back to what I wanted to really tell you, right? And it was about the fact of how you're going to add these contacts to your customer relationship management system. You don't just jump up and start adding customers to your customer relationship management system. The first thing is you have to attract people to you. Hence, why you would change your name, use hashtags, and tag different locations, because I need people to be able to see me. Then I want to think about that content. That's why you would do that Pentagon post, right? Well, now that I have eyes on my profile and I am providing you with content, I need to add a call to action. A call to action means that I'm telling you what to do. And here's the thing. I want to get you to click on the link in my bio. That means that either I'm going to have a Linktree account, a link bio account through later.com, or now over in Canva, you can create your own bio link page. But let me show you the real numbers. So in my bio, you can only have one link. Remember when we changed our name, we can have one link. That link for me is going to go to my Linktree account. I'm able to see the analytics in my Linktree account. So when I'm doing a story, when I'm posting to the feed, when I'm doing a reels, and I'm telling people click on the link in my bio, how many people are actually going to click on that link in my bio? When they click on the link in the bio, if they're on the website, it's going to take them to the left-hand side. If they're on the mobile device, they're going to go to the right-hand side. They're going to be able to click on my other social platforms, but I have the Join Me on Canva, free 6-figure masterclass, free buyer profile system, all these different things, okay? Well, I want them to come over here, but the question is, are people really clicking on the link? So when I look at the link in my profile, it's received 4,420 views. It's received 3,000 clicks. My Linktree link has a click-through rate of 68%. That is 4 times higher than my email marketing. And I send out an email every other Tuesday at 10:15 a.m. Central Standard Time. So now I have the ability to measure what links are performing well and whether or not people are clicking. You'll see this Join Me on Canva is a relatively new link that I've added as a Canva affiliate, and we'll see 3. But then the free 6-figure masterclass was down 215. Well, it was down 215 because I only do that masterclass the first Wednesday of the month. Next month, we're putting it on Evergreen. So I will consistently market it, which then means that those numbers will increase. I can come in and I can look at any individual link and see how that link is performing. So my goal, remember, is that with this, I want to add 2,880 contacts for every 6 figures you want to earn. We have to be consistent. We need to get all eyes on our account and on us. I don't care if you use Linktree or not. You could use Link Bio. You can use the link pages inside of Canva. And you can do that for free. All right. You can do that for free. Well, let me talk about what I think is coming. I want you to now go over once again to your profile page. We're not going to hit on the edit profile. We're going to go to the top right-hand side and hit, it's called a hamburger, but it's 3 lines. I'm going to hit those 3 lines and I'm going to come over to settings. When I come over to settings, and I'll go back over this for you, I'm going to go to privacy and I'm going to go to reels. Baby, them reels are on fire right now, okay? But the reason I'm going to reels, when someone asks, what do I think is coming? What is new? Reels just hit Facebook last week. You want to make sure that if you're doing an Instagram reel on Instagram, you put it in the position to be discovered on Facebook. You have to change these settings. So let me just pull some accurate numbers right now. I did an Instagram reel because you can post your reels to Instagram. You can post your reels to Facebook now. Okay. I made sure I had all my settings so that any new reels I post can be discovered and seen in the reel feed on Facebook. But I decided I was going to just go and see how are my reels performing or will perform on Facebook. I did a reel last week with my son on Facebook, loaded to Facebook. It received 3,600 views. I took that same video. I came back over to Instagram. I loaded it to Instagram and it's discoverable now. Check this out. That video on Instagram received 6,000 views. So you want to make sure that you're making your Instagram reels discoverable on Facebook by people who don't know you. But if you want to know what is the thing to do right now, it is reels on Facebook and on Instagram. And I'm just going to pull this video and show it to you because I need you to see how quick this video is, right? First, I made sure that I had all the audio, right? Because I'm a creator account. I'm going to come back. Let me go back one more time. Here we go. I don't think the video was 15 seconds. This was for my son's home buyer masterclass last night. He had 33 people online in his home buyer masterclass. They all had to register. So now he has all of their email addresses. He was 100% satisfied with the outcome. Mind you, he's a 25-year-old realtor. And so he is taking heed. But let me go back and show you the instructions. And then I'm going to, let me look at the time. I'm going to go through the next set of slides and then answer the questions. So you go back to your profile, go to the hamburger, top right, 3 lines, hit on settings, go to privacy, go down to reels. Make sure that I turned them both on. My Instagram reels are now being recommended on Facebook, even though I'm sharing my own reels on Facebook, and people can take my videos and remix them. Okay, so reels is it. I just want to tell you right now, but I think I took some slides to show you the proof in the pudding. Okay, we'll get there. The next thing I want you to think about when it comes to your accounts, because someone asked me this, you're going to go to settings, those 3 hamburgers, click on settings, go to account, scroll to the bottom. You want to switch your account type to a creator account. Why do I want a creator account? I want to have access to all the analytics, but I want access to the entire music library. The music that I used on me and Skylar's video did not exist in my library until I became a creator account. So we want to make sure that our reels can be found and searched over on Facebook. And then we want to make sure, only if you want all the music, right? You want to make sure that you have a creator account. For years, I just had the business account. I just changed to the creator account in the past 60 days because I realized I did not have all of the music. Here's the next thing. You can earn money from reels with bonuses. As part of the commitment to invest over $1 billion in creators through 2022, we're also offering a new bonus program to help creators earn money. So if you do live and reels, you can earn money on Instagram. Instagram, reels on Facebook, and YouTube can be that additional stream of income. Those are the places that will pay you, okay? So we can grow our business, add the contacts to our customer relationship management system, right? This is just all beautiful stuff. The backup to using the actual Linktree account is later, later.com. They have a tool inside called a link in bio, okay? This is also my social media management platform. I did put Hootsuite down this year. The reason I put Hootsuite down is that I was grandfathered in at the $5.99 per month pricing. They decided to go to $75. That was not acceptable to me. I use later, and I do have a LinkedIn bio, but I prefer to use Linktree because I had paid for it for a year. So I have an annual account, and I didn't have the time to learn the LinkedIn bio, so I'm still using Linktree. And then for free, if you go over to Canva, you can type bio link website, and you can build out your own bio link website. Okay. I highly recommend it. If you do not want to spend any money, you can still have a great branded link. you would go over to Canva. At the very top, type in bio link website, and they have templates galore. What they got? Oh, a couple of hundred different templates that you can use that are there. You can change to your company colors, your font, things of that nature. But I want to show you the value of why you should do Reels. I actually pulled this in last night. I'm going to show you two people who I follow, maybe just one, because I know that we have to get to the Q&A. It's Modern Millie. Now, let me just show you these numbers. On February the 1st, 2020, is this 2021? 2021. Let me get my dates together. February the 1st, 2021. Modern Millie had 39,200 followers. Came back in July, she had 61,000 followers. When I go now and do a search for It's Modern Millie's account, just to show you these numbers of how she's grown since February the 1st, she is now at 68,100 users because she is creating Reels. I'm going to do just a quick stop share. And the reason I'm doing that is that I want you to see her video. So I need to optimize the sound so that you can see the video. And I want you to see her piece of advice for you. So her account, she has her thumbnails. She's creating those thumbnails using Canva. Anything you create on your desktop. I said your desktop in Canva. If you download the mobile app, it will also be in the palm of your hand in the mobile app. Millie gave one great piece of advice that I would love to see you implement into your business.
How I gained 10,000 followers on Instagram in 1 month. Take a break. I actually took time off of posting so that I could plan ahead and be consistent for an entire month. Create a dang posting schedule. I posted every day for 30 days, alternating between an Instagram reel and a regular photo post. This is usually unrealistic for me, and that's why taking a break to plan ahead was so important. Create viral content. Know who your target audience is and what they want and create content for them. Instead of creating a My Morning Routine video, create a video that says morning routine to help you have a better day.
So I love her, but you've seen how her account has grown since February due to Reels. So I definitely believe that Reels is the next thing that's coming. I'm going to take a look here just at the questions to come back to see. Oh, we got inspiration. Thank you very much for all of your words. I hope that you got that today. How often and when do you post on Instagram? I'm posting on Instagram something every single day. I do not post based on when other platforms tell me to post. When you go look at your analytics because you have a business account or because you have a creator account, it will tell you when your audience is the most engaged on that platform. You want to post when your audience is the most engaged. So it's going to take some research based on how people are communicating with you to come up with that time. Let's see here. I think that I showed you how is this Almas? How to change your account. You're going to go over to your settings, hit account, and you can toggle between a personal account, a business/professional, contingent upon your operating system is what it says, and creator. I decided to go to creator. I still have the same analytics I had as a business account. And I now have access to the entire music library. For Erica, when it comes to the name, I think the recommendation I made was go back. I want to know what your username is, and can you put your company name in your bio so then you can be found for what it is that you do. The assumption that we often make is that people know what our name is and that they know how to spell it correctly. Another reason for these recommendations, I am 51 years old. My mother has dated my father since she was 12. My biological, married to my mama for 17 years, daddy still don't spell my name the right way. He adds an E to the end. He spells it the way he wants to spell it. So that means that if anyone is not spelling your name or your company name the way that you spelled it, you won't be found. Therefore, you should always talk to people the way that they're searching to put yourself in the position to be found, especially if you have a unique name, a unique spelling. but I'm telling you as a 51-year-old woman, my father don't spell my name correctly. The changes, Nick, that I see coming is going 100% for the next 6 months. If you are creating reels, you're going to see increased engagement. I would make sure that I go change my settings and I start creating reels. And for the time being, I would load that same reel to as many story feeds as possible. That means I'm thinking about Instagram stories, Facebook story, Instagram reels, Facebook reels, TikTok, Snapchat. I'm going to also look at YouTube stories and LinkedIn stories plus Twitter fleet. So you got an abundance of places you can take that real content and repurpose it. What I want you to know though is I no longer use Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok, and Clubhouse because it's not the preferred location that my audience, women age 45 to 54, hang out on. They're more likely to hang out on Facebook. They're more likely to hang out on Instagram. I want to become more proficient in platforms that I can monetize, so I let go of the ones that I do not. I am just getting started and I have done reels, have a link tree. I have trouble know what to post on my realtor Instagram. So for those of you who are having trouble with what to post, I want you to start with google.com/trends. I'll tell you right now, the subjects that are trending is what is an escalation clause? What is contingent in real estate? What is pending in real estate? Is wholesaling property legal? You want to take those terms, go over to answerthepublic.com. They will tell you every way that people are searching for a trending subject. You want to just repeat this cycle all the time. I'm always talking to people the way that they're searching the internet so that I can be found. The two tools that I use consistently is google.com/trends and answerthepublic.com. Also, as a bonus, you can add for free to your business wave wave.video/calendar. I'll say that again, wave.video/calendar. It will tell you what every single day of the year is. Houston, I'm going to need Christina to send me those other questions as I will answer them, but I am not going to go over on my time and throw off the rest of your day. Thank you. I look forward to connecting with you. And if you've not had the opportunity, please come on over to Instagram and follow me at Marky Lemons, MarkiLemons. And I look forward to seeing you and your creations on Instagram. Thank you, Houston.